Thanks for joining us at 616 Comic Reviews. This is Aaron. Today we're going to be reviewing Harley Quinn New 52 number 6. Very good comic. See you soon. Hey, thanks for joining us at 616 Comic Reviews. This is Aaron, and today we're going to be reviewing Harley Quinn New 52 number 6. Uh, First of all, I got to say, beautiful cover. I'm a big fan of the red, white, and blue. And to be honest with you, I gotta say this is probably one of my favorite covers, especially because up here on her hammer, it's got a communist symbol for every single one of the commies that she's killed so far, and she's got one that she's going to kill right now that hasn't been crossed out. I just think the thought in it was it was very well thought out. I really like that cover a lot. So of course she starts out. Oh, it's written by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor. Of course, the art is by Chad Hardin. It starts out with them leaving off right from the last comic, number 5. They're falling out of the sky, and they got this the lady they're trying to assassinate in tow. Man, great panel. I mean, great 2 panel. Look at that. I mean, that's some amazing art. Chad Hardin, I really like his work in this. Anyways, they land safely, and the girl, of course, the one they're trying to kill, falls to her death, and they decide they're going to commandeer a chopper. Basically, Cyborg, they uses some kind of trinket and attaches themselves to the chopper, and then they end up in the chopper, and they take the chopper as far as they can until it crashes in Central Park, or Prospect Park, sorry. And anyways, then it's right next to where they need to go for their next target. Oh, I'm assuming is a mad scientist. That's what he looks like to me. Uh, and he's letting all these animals out in the park because he sees them coming ahead of time. And so they're trying to break into the park at the same time. And of course, as he's letting these animals out, they start to creep up on him, and they start tearing him to pieces before they can even get to him. So they don't even really get to this guy before he's already dead. And the last thing you see is Eagle grabbing and swooping the head off, and taking the head up into the air like he's about to bring it back to his babies. I love that psychotic type comedy. That's really what makes Harley Quinn. Anyway, so they hear a screeching car, and it comes to a stop, a bunch of cars actually, and all these guys jump out, and one of the next targets is revealed. It's a girl who had some kind of relationship with Cy Borgman, and was one of the major causes for all this conflict. And they kind of get together. They have a little fight. I really love this panel in particular because you can see Cy Borgman. He's popped out all the weapons in his wheelchair rig, and he's all armed up, ready for battle. And they have commence an action sequence in here, which is it's pretty good action sequence, ending with one hell of a shot from Harley to the middle of this guy's forehead. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty awesome. And of course, Cy Borgman and the girl start talking, and it ends with a kiss right here, from a particularly great panel with a kiss from Cy Borgman and the girl, followed by a knife trying to go to the back. Of course, Cy Borgman ain't gonna allow that to happen. He takes off. He, takes off with his chair, slams into what looks like not a pool, but a statue, water fountain, and then she goes flying into the rhinoceros's horn, which I thought was particularly symbolic, and then they finish that hit and decide that they're going to move on to the next one. This one is actually kind of funny because this is the guy that Cy Borgman considers to be particularly dangerous. And when they get to him, he's just got one suitcase worth of stuff, and he looks like he's just sleeping in a worn down attic on a worn down bed, scared out of his mind. The Cyborgman has come to finish him off, and he does a cool little panel about what happened between the two of them, and then of course Harley Quinn, getting tired of waiting, throws the guy out of the window, and Cyborgman gets a little irritated at her because she did it and he wanted to be the one to do it. But either way, the one of the best parts of this, and it's a great comic altogether, I think it's a really good one, but one of the best parts is this little boardwalk scene where they are having this heart-to-heart conversation where Cyborg kind of basically says he doesn't know if he can find out who put the hit on her, and she kind of forgives him, and this eagle comes and drops the head of that last guy into his lap, and Harley Quinn has to kick it off into the ocean. So Harley Quinn goes back to her building and arrives back at her house to find out that Poison Ivy has dispatched a couple of assassins that are coming to kill her, and that she has a tip about who exactly had put the hit out on her. And that's where the comic ends. I would say that I consider it probably, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I think it was very action-packed. I think that the art was really great. I love the cover. I think there's a lot of really good dark humor, which is what I'm really into, is dark humor. And I would say, yeah, I'd give it a, let's say 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'd say that I'd give it a 9 out of 10 is because Cyborgman is still not my favorite character. But really, really awesome comic. So thank you for joining us at 616 Comic Reviews. This is Aaron, and we'll see you next time.